Students, so today we are going to do exercise 6.2, that is linear equations, the second exercise, which is statement sums, okay, or word problems. So how will you solve that? First, you know algebraic expressions, how will you? So it's same way, this is an equation, you will put an equal to sign. So if 7 is subtracted from the thrice a number, the result is 101. Find a number. That means the number is considered as the unknown, so it is taken as a variable. So let the number be x. You can take any alphabets, but with small letters you will be writing. So my favorite one is x. So let the number be x. If 7 is subtracted from thrice a number, thrice means 3 into x, that is 3x. Okay. So thrice. So 3x. 7 is subtracted from 3x. From which number it is subtracted? It is subtracted from 3 times. Okay, 3 times x. That is given as 101. Okay, from means that is 2 is subtracted from 8. So what will be 8 minus 2? Okay, from. So this one will be written second. So 7 is subtracted from 3x. So now number on one side and variables on another side. So variable, this is 3x equal to 101 is already there, and minus 7x, as you crosses the bridge of equal to sign, it becomes plus, isn't it? Because minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus, multiplication becomes division, and division becomes multiplication. So this is the rule you have learned as you crosses the equal to bridge. Now 3, this is 108. So 3x is equal to 108. 3 into x. So division, multiplication becomes division. So here x is equal to 108 upon 3. How much it is? 3 and 18 is 6. So therefore the number is 36. Okay, that is 7 is subtracted from 3 times the number, you will get 101. Okay, find 3 consecutive even integers whose sum is 96. Here the most important thing is that 3 consecutive means like consecutive even numbers. If I take the 2, next even number is 4, next even number is 6. So these are consecutive even numbers, the लगातार जो आता है, ठीक है? So here the sum is 96. So if I take the first one as x, what will be the second one? We have to add 2 because 2 plus 2 is 4. Now the third one is x plus 2 plus what is 6? 4. So x plus 4. Understood? This is for even numbers, consecutive even. So if in case of odd, the students make the mistake like odd means they will put x plus 1, x plus 3. That is not correct, because for even and odd you can take x, the first number means next is x plus 2, x plus 4. I will tell you. Odd, 1 is odd, then 3, then 5. These are the consecutive 3, or else you can take 7, 9, 11, any number. Okay, now if I take the first one as x, so 7 plus what is 9? 2. So next is x plus 2. 7 plus what is 11? X plus 4. So you understood, if you take odd or even, you can take the successive even numbers or successive odd numbers as x, x plus 2 and x plus 4. What is given? So let 3 consecutive even integers be, I am taking x, x plus 2 and x plus 4. Even if it is odd or even you can take. Then sum. Sum is given as, how much is the sum? Sum is given as 96. So you have to find the sum here. So sum equals, that means you will add up x plus 2 plus x plus 4. That is given as 96. So how many x's are there? 1, 2 and 3. So how many? I will put it as 3x. Then which are the numbers here? Numbers here are 4 and 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 3x plus 6 equals 96. Now this is an equation. This can be solved. So 3x equals 96 minus 6. That is 90. So how much is x? Multiplication will become division. So it is 30. So my first number is x. That is 30. So my first number is x. Second number is x plus 2. And the third number is x plus 4. What did I get is x? X is 30. X plus 2 as 32 and x plus 4 as 34. So you add up all this, you have to get 96, isn't it? 30, 60, 90, 94 plus 2 is 6. So 96. So 3 successive numbers. This is it. So therefore the numbers are the 3 consecutive even integers equals 30, 32 and 34. Understood? Okay, thank you. Now next is find 3 consecutive odd integers whose sum is 39. Here odd integers, that means if it is 3, 5, 7. See that if I take 3 as x, then second one will be x plus 2, then x plus 4. Okay. And even if it is odd or even, suppose 2, 4, 6 are even numbers. So if I take the first one as x, second one will be what? 2 plus 2 is 4, so x plus 2. Then 2 plus 4 is 6, so x plus 4. So maximum the students make the is confused or go wrong is that if it is odd they put x, x plus 1, x plus 3, and if it is even they put x, x plus 2, x plus 4. There is no need, it is wrong. Here odd or even 3 consecutive odd integers or 3 consecutive even integers, you can take the first one as x, second as x plus 2, third as x plus 4. So we are taking it as this one. Then what is given? Sum. Sum means we will add up. So x plus 2 plus x plus 4, that is equal to given as 39. How many x are there? 3x plus 4 plus 2, that is 6. So 3x plus 6 equal to 39. What is x? It is 39 minus 6, that is 33. 33 upon 3, that is 11. So x we are considering it as first number. So 11, then second number will be 11 plus 2, that is 13. Third number will be 11 plus 4, that is 15. So 3 consecutive odd integers are 11, 13 and 15. Okay. Now we are going for the exercise 6.2, the first question. If 7 is added to 5 times a number, the result is 5x. Find the number. So what will you do? You will do that let the number be x. We will assume let the number be x. Okay. What is unknown is considered as the variable x. So 5 times a number. 7 is added to 5 times a number. 5 times a number means times means multiplication. So 5x plus 7. 5 plus 7 because 7 is added to. That is given as 57. So what you have to do? You have to take this 7 to this side. Number on one side and variable to the other side. So it is 5x equals 57 minus 7. That is 50. So 5 into x is 50. So x will be, multiplication will become division. So how much it is? 10. Therefore the number is 10. So this is the method you have to follow. What is given, that statement you have to read up, and what is you have to find out, that you will put it as a variable x or y or a, b, whatever you want. Okay. Now next is find a number such that 1/4 of the number is 3 more than the 7. So let the number be x. Okay. So 1/4 of the number. 1/4 means either 1/4 or x by 4. That is 1/4 into x. That is x by 4. Isn't it? 1/4 of the number is, that means equal to 3 more than 7. So 3 more than means you will add up 3. That is 7 plus 3. That is equal to 10. So x is equal to, how will you do? This is division. So division will become multiplication. So 10 into 4, 40. What is this 40? 40 is a number. Therefore the number is 40. Okay. Number equals 40. So this is the answer. Next is, a number is as much greater than 15 as it is less than 51. Okay. So number is as much greater than 50 as it is 51. Find the number. So let the number be, always what will you write? Let the number be x. Okay. Don't tell that why ma'am is taking x. You can take whatever, whichever your favorite. My favorite is x. That is why. Number is as much greater than 15. So number is big. That means x minus 15. Isn't it? It is less than, as it is less than 51. So 51 minus x. That means x minus 15 will be equal to 51 minus x. because 51 is more than x, and here x is greater than 15. So x minus 15, that will be equal to this one. So here number on one side, so this is x minus x, I will transfer to this side, okay, and this 15 I will move to here. So how many x minus x, if it changes then it becomes plus x, that is equal to 51 was there on right hand side, and this minus 15 will become plus 15. What is x plus x? Apple plus apple, you have got 2 apples, that is 2x, that is equal to, add up 50 plus 1, 10, 60, 60 plus 5 plus 1, that is 66. So what is x? X is equal to 66 upon 2. How much it is? 33. So number is 33. Okay. Therefore the number is 33. So you got the answer. Now we'll go for the next question. That means find the sum of two numbers. The sum of two numbers is 80. It is given as 80, and the greater number exceeds twice the smaller number by 11. Find the numbers. That means you have got a smaller number and a big number. Okay. Now smaller number I am taking it as x. So what about the big number? Because sum of the two numbers should be 80. So if I am having like 2 and 5, the sum is 7. So if the smaller number is 2, how will I find the bigger number? 7 minus 2, isn't it? So same way here, smaller number is x and both numbers sum is 80. So this will be 80 minus x. So let smaller number be x. Okay. Now therefore bigger number equals 80 minus x, isn't it? If you add, just check it, 80 minus x plus x, minus or plus, you got it as 80. So that is it. Now the greater number exceeds this twice the smaller number by 11. Now the greater number is your 80 minus x. That exceeds minus the twice the smaller number. Smaller number is x. So twice the smaller number means 2x. That's equal to 11. So open the bracket, minus x minus 2x is equal to 11. How many x are there? 80 minus 3x. That's equal to 11. Now number on one side. So 80 minus 11 equal to minus 3x will come to this side. What is 80 minus 11? It is 80 minus 10 is 70, 69. So 3x is equal to, you can change the LHS and RHS. So x is equal to 69 upon 3. How much it is? 23. So I got this one. Find the numbers. So I had to find the numbers. So smaller number I got it as 23. So bigger number how will I get? So smaller number is 23 and bigger number is 80 minus 23. That is 80 minus 23. How much it is? 80 minus 20 is 60. 60 minus 3 is 57. So verify it. How will you verify? Sum is this one. So 23 plus 57. Is it 80? Yes, it is 80. So this is correct. Okay. Now find two consecutive odd natural numbers. Odd natural numbers I told you. 3 consecutive. So x plus 2, x plus 4. Isn't it? Their sum is 87. So it is, let 3 consecutive odd natural numbers be x plus 2, x plus 4. Sum. Their sum is equal to, I will add up all the 3, x plus 2, x plus 4. That is equal to 87. How many x? 3x plus 4 plus 2. It is 6. That is equal to 87. So 3x is equal to how much? 87 minus 6. That is 81. So x is equal to 81 by 3. That is 27. So first number is 27. Second will be, this is x. Second is x plus 2. That is 29. And third will be x plus 4. How much it is? 31. You add up all 10, 7, balance 1, 80. 3, 6, 7, 8. Isn't it? So I got the numbers as 27. The numbers are 27, 29 and 31. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is. Now next is, if half is subtracted from a number and the difference is multiplied by 4, the result is 5. What is the number? That means half is subtracted. Let the number be x. Okay. Half is subtracted from a number. So half is subtracted means x minus half. And the difference, that is, this is the difference, subtraction, that is, find the difference. Multiplied by 4. I am multiplying it. The result is 5. So how will you find the number? That is it. So you will first use the distributive property. 4 into x is 4x minus what is 4 into half, that is 2, equal to 5. So what is 4x? This minus 2 you will send this side. Minus 2, if you send this side, what happens? It becomes 5 plus 2, that is 7. So what is x? X is equal to 7 upon 4. 7 upon 4 means, if you put in mixed fraction, 1 and 3 by 4. So the number is, either you can write 7 by 4 or 1 and 3 upon 4. Okay. Now next, in a class of 35 students, the number of girls is 2/5 of the number of boys. Find the number of girls in the class. See, in a class 35 students, the number of girls is 2/5 of the number of boys. So you 2/5 the number of boys. That means you will take x as the unknown as x. So let the number of boys equal to x. Why? Because number of girls is 2/5 of the number of boys. So you don't know girls, but it is equal to 2/5 of boys. So we will take it as this one. So number of girls, how much it will be? Number of girls equal to 2 by 5x. Isn't it? Yes. And in a class of 35 boys, number is x. So that is equal to, see, dono milke, that is equal to, the sum is 35. Isn't it? Boys plus girls, that is 35. Agar boys x, then this is 35 minus x. Isn't it? So what is number of girls? Number of girls, that is 2 by 5x, that is equal to, how much it is? Girls, it is 35 minus x. Okay, because total number is 35 and boys is x. So x plus girls equals 35. So how many the girls will be? Girls will be 35, that is total minus number of boys. So 35 minus x. Now you have to find out, that is 2x equals, or else you can put number on one side and this one. So number 35. So it is 2 by 5x plus this minus x. I am taking this minus x to this side. So it will be plus x, that is equal to 35. Now you can take the LCM. What is the LCM? LCM is equal to 5. So here I am taking the LCM 5. So 2x plus, this is upon 1. So 5 into 1 is 5. So this is 5x, that is equal to 35. 5 plus 2x is 7x by 5 equal to 35. So what is x? X equals, how much it is? 35 into 5 by 7. So how much? You can cancel this one and this one. This is 1 time and this is 5 time. So x is equal to 25. So how many you got? What have you considered? Boys you have considered as x. So boys equals 25. So what about number of girls? Girls equals 35 minus x, isn't it? So 35 minus 25, how much it is? 10. Or else 2 by 5. Both method you can. 2 by 5 into 25. 5 cancels. So it is 5 into 2, that is 10. Either way you can. So number of boys equals 25, girls equals 10. Both together you got 35. Okay. So in that you got boys equals 25 and girls equals 10. Okay. Now a chair costs 250 and a table costs rupees 400. Okay, so if a housewife purchased a certain number of chairs, you don't know, that is chairs and tables, okay, certain number, so you don't know, and 2 tables, okay, so for 2800, that means cost of, let number of chairs be x, because we don't know. Okay, now what is the cost of one chair? Cost of one chair is 250. So what is the cost of 250 chairs? Cost of how many chairs? X chairs equals, like cost of your one toffee equals 2 rupees. What is cost of 5 toffee? You will multiply, isn't it? 2 into 5, that is 10 rupees. Same way, cost of one chair is x. Number of cost of one chair is 250 and number of chair is x. So one chair is 250. So you will multiply this one, isn't it? So cost is 250 into x. Okay, that means rupees. And how many? This one are the 2 tables. So number of tables equals 2. Cost of one table, how much it is? 400 rupees. Therefore cost of 2 tables equals 2 into 400, that is rupees 800. Now how much did she spend? Housewife purchased certain number of chairs and 2 tables for 2800. So total cost or total amount spent for x chairs and 2 tables. What you have to do? You have to, this is 1 and this is 2. So 250x plus 800. How much did she pay? She paid 2000, how much rupees? 2800 rupees. So it is equal to 2800. So now here we got an equation. This is an equation. How will you solve the equation? Number on one side and variable to the other side. So it is 250x plus 800, got it as 2800. So 250x is equal to 2800 minus 800, that is 2000. Now x is equal to 2000 upon 250. 0 0 cancels, 25 into 8. So what did we consider as x? Number of chairs. So therefore number of chairs equal to 8. So she purchased how many chairs? She purchased 8 chairs. Okay, so we will do the second part of the exercise tomorrow.